What up, though, bro? You gotta unmute yourself.
Good morning, King.
Morning.
I
Morning.
like how you got that background.
Oh yeah, look like you still in the bed, brother.
Yeah, I work nights, but I'm up though.
Mm-hmm. Hey, your setting help your mind. You gotta create the right setting in the morning.
That is true. That is true.
Mm-hmm. It's all good though. So we gonna give it about maybe like 3 minutes. Because time is very important, and
Yeah, time is money and money is time.
we got a lot of things we need to unpack today on day one.
Hmm.
I'm super excited. I know a lot of people are very hesitant. I know a lot of people procrastinate. But today is the day after this week is going to be so powerful. So we're going to give it about 3 minutes and then we're going to pray in and we're going to get it started.
Okay. Oh, yeah, congratulations to newlyweds.
Oh, yeah. Good looking, bro.
Don't worry, I ain't too far behind you.
It's all good. Take your time. Take your time.
Ain't take too long. You know, I ain't gonna put up with that.
Right. Right. Let's see where we at. Get my notes. About a couple more seconds, then we're going to get started.
Put my phone on D&D.
Mm. Everybody else on live, I see y'all tapping in. We about to get started really quick. We got about 60 more seconds, 60 more seconds. Shout out to everybody that's on Zoom. Shout out to everybody that's on Instagram. Shout out to everybody that's on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in today because we going. It's so much information. Um, it's so much information that I want to do, want to cover that spans over the next 5 days. That like every day is even more juicier. Like if you miss one day and you go back and you watch the YouTube video replay that we know is up all the way into Saturday. If you miss anything, you can go back and watch it, right? Because it's juicy. And I want you to know if you're not here all 5 days, right? If you're on Zoom, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, you're gonna miss out. Every step is very crucial, right? And I look at it like this: we all got time, we all got stuff we got to do, we all have lives we got to live. We all got all these different circumstances, time, money, whatever we want to say of why we can't take action, right? You did something this week that probably didn't push the needle. Everybody did. I did a lot of stuff this week that did not push the needle. Y'all did a lot of stuff this week that did not push the needle. But when you have an opportunity, rather if it's free, rather if it's paid, and you have the opportunity to push the needle that's free, do not miss the opportunity to push the needle that's free because that's backwards. So, y'all know me. If you have a, you don't like prayer, you don't believe in Jesus, God, that's what I'm be talking about throughout this challenge. I do pray in, I do pray out. So that's my covering. That's what I believe. So I'm gonna get started because I don't want to burn no more minutes at all, right? So Lord, we thank you for bringing us here. We thank you for all the photographers you have on YouTube, have on Zoom, have on Instagram Live. I just ask that you help me serve today. Help me eliminate these beliefs and these things that photographers may think about when it comes to pricing themselves, that we all are able to do it, Lord. So we just ask for your blessing and favor in this challenge this week. In Jesus' name, I do pray. Amen. So we get into it. You got your notebook out. If you got a pen, you got a paper. I'm just telling you, like today, like, and this is what I've noticed, right? This is my first time ever doing a challenge, a 5-day challenge. This method I learned from my mentors about challenges and free challenges and et cetera. And this was what I learned. They told me, what I figured out is you get certain type of people, and I'm gonna break these type of people down. You're gonna get the people that do not open up your stuff at all. They're not gonna open up an email. They're not gonna look at your stuff. They probably sign out your email list. You're gonna get the people now that open up your email and it's just a quick checker. It's just like, oh, I saw Jet email me something. What are we gonna do? Then you're gonna get these type of people, right? And as I'm looking at it, and my team telling me, and I'm telling myself, these next two type of people that I'm about to tell you about, everybody on this live, everybody in this YouTube, everybody on this Zoom are going to fall into these two type of people right here. You either was the person that was hesitant or the person that took action, right? You was hesitant. I could see everybody that's clicking links. Every email, our system will show me what link you click and how much you went through it and if you chose an offer or not. For everybody, right? If you're on Zoom, right? If you're on Instagram Live, no matter who you were, I saw when you clicked it. I saw when you went in there, and I saw when you took action, right? So what I learned was you had some people that when I first put it out, they were interested. People clicked the link, they tapped in, right? They looked, they said, oh man, I feel it. But you was hesitant. Something was stopping you from making the switch to taking the action on what you really want to do for your photography business, right? We take the action on everything else. We'll take the action, go buy a bottle of liquor. We'll take the action, we'll go buy some weed. We'll take the action and we'll do something crazy. We'll take the action, go blow it on shoes. But anything that requires you to take action on something that requires your discipline, your time commitment, we slow to it. So that's what I learned. It was a lot of slow people. A lot of people, when I say slow people, take that lightly. Not like something's wrong with you, but a lot of people were hesitant on something that could change their life with a photography business. And I want to tell you that over these next 5 days, if you don't get nothing, hesitation is not going to work. If I come on here and I tell you, we go through, we do your price list, we do your numbers, we create packages for you. I show you this new method that has allowed me literally to generate $5,000 in 30 days off 2 people, not 5,000, and I had to do 50 shoots at $100, right? I'm trying to show y'all this method that I'm doing. And over these 5 days, if you get to each day and you get scared, you're not going to make it. And that's what I wanted to say right here. That's how I want to start out. I saw the people that were taking action and I saw the people that were hesitant. And most people fell into the hesitant. And as soon as I made it free, people took action and they still was hesitant. So we're going to get started. That's my rant for today. If you want to succeed in this challenge, you cannot be hesitant, period. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. Everybody's on Zoom. Everybody's on YouTube. If you're on Instagram Live, you do not have the screen. But if you DM me pricing, I will send you the Zoom link to get the private access with us and the other people that are on YouTube, but also the other people that are in our private iMessage group chat. So I'm going to share my screen. We're gonna get started, man. We're gonna get it's about to get so juicy. I'm just gonna be quiet after this, and we're just gonna get going right now. Just gonna get going. So here we go. Bring up this whiteboard right here. Boom. So a lot of photographers, right? We got to know a lot of you are in here, right? And you are most likely going to be scared of this new price you're going to have after we get done. You're going to be scared. You're going to be like, bro, you're going to be shaking in your boots, right? Because it's not going to be $50. It's not going to be $100. It's not going to be nothing that makes you comfortable, right? And a little backstory about myself. I come from doing 40, 50 shoots and I was doing at least 250, between 250 and $650 a pop. And I was focusing on volume instead of quality and experience. But I was making money. Like I could do 20, $100 shoots and make 2 bands. But then I had a switch in my life. I had a switch in my life where I lost my studio, and I told myself that I wanted to own my own time. I wanted to be a provider for my family. I wanted to be able to take that trip that I wanted to. I wanted to be able to put hopefully, Lord willing, put my kids in a good school. And if I got to pay for that, I cannot do that charging $50. It's not going to work. Everybody in this chat, everybody on this Zoom, everybody in here has their own values, right? So if you think about it and you think about this, like, what are your values, right? We can go into pricing, we can go into charging more, we can go into whatever. But if you think about this, right, if you put values at the top of your paper, wherever you are, if you ride in your car, if you think about it, what are your top 3 values? What do you want to be able to do, right? I got fathers on Zoom. I got people with wives. I got people on this Instagram live that got businesses. I got people on YouTube that's tapping in. What are your 3 values, right? I know we taking a turn. This is not the way, you probably thought this was going to come on day one, right? But we got to stay juicy on day one, because if you don't have your deep why, all right, let me write that down, because I think a lot of y'all missed that one. If you don't have your deep why, if you do not have your deep why, you will not move. And a lot of people, you probably never thought about your deep why. You probably just walk around with a chicken and your head cut off, and you just want to be able to book as many shoots as possible. It's not going to work like that. It's not going to work like that. You need a deep why. You want to know what my deep why is? Let me tell you. So my first value, and maybe you can follow along with me, but as we doing this first part, this is so crucial. I need everybody to identify 3 values, 3 reasons, 3 things you want to be able to do with your photography business. So for me, right, I want to own my time. I don't want to let another man, and this is for my males. I know we got females tapping in on this chat. I don't want to let another man, right? I don't want to let another man's business success or failure determine if I can provide for my family or not. I don't want to go to the job and I'm getting paid by somebody else, and if their business go down tomorrow, I lose my job, I can't provide for my family. I want to own my time, right? But I may have some people on here like this, like, man, look, I feel to own my time, so I don't really got that concept. But I got one for you right here. I want to travel. I want my photography business to be able to help me travel, right? How are you going to pay for $2,100, $2,000, $3,000 quality trips if you're charging $50 an hour? It's not going to work that way. You know how many shoots you had to do to pay for you, for my fellas, you're going to take your spouse. For my ladies, you're going to take your man. I want to be able to own my time. I want to be able to travel, right? And the third thing right here, right? The third thing is I need a better quality of life. For sure. I need a better quality of life. I'm not on this earth, right? I'm not on this earth to be worrying about gas prices going up. I'm not on this earth to be complaining about the economy going down. Oh man, it's getting juicy. I see a lot of y'all on here, y'all feeling me. I see people on YouTube, y'all going in. I know people on the gram, y'all going in. But look, my 3 values, right? My 3 values may not align, but what is something, right, that you want it's 3 things. That's all you gotta think about, is 3 things you want your photography business to be able to enable you to do. I want to own my time. I want to travel, quality life. Oh, this is a bonus right here. I forgot about this one. I'm a male. I want to be a provider for my family. Period. I have to be a provider for my family. So the point of this part is to tap into your deep why. Right here, tap into your deep why and understand that you got to have a deeper why to make you move. Because if you don't have a deep why to make you move, you don't care. But every time you go to do a discount, every time you go to do a sale, and you know you need to make $5,000 a month to keep your family afloat, and you do a sale for $100 off, $250 off, $250 off, and you miss out on money, you're going to think about me. You're going to hear me like, don't forget your deep why. Don't forget your deep why, Ari. Don't forget your deep why, Buff. Don't forget your deep why, Dre. Don't forget your deep why. And every time it's going to eat you alive, because you know if you do this discount, if you do this sale, you're going to forget about your deep why. So we got our values, right? I want to own my time. I want to travel. I want a better quality of life. I want to provide for my family, right? That's our deep why. Now, let's talk about this right here. And this is so juicy. If you're feeling me, drop a camera in the chat. If you're feeling me, drop a camera on YouTube, drop a camera on Instagram, whatever you got, drop, give me an emoji, give me some fire. I know you feeling me. You might have your deep why, you might not, but we getting to it. I promise you we getting to it. Now look, let me tell you the number one, I see you, DeCarlo. Let me tell you the number one reason, right? The number one reason, write this down. And a lot of y'all probably not going to admit this. A lot of y'all probably not going to admit this. The number one reason, and if you feel me, if you man enough, if you woman enough, I see you, G, you dropped your fire. If you man enough, if you woman enough to let me know if this is you, it's okay. This was me. This was me. If you man enough to let me know that this is you, just give me anything, right? Just hype it up. Give me anything, right? The number one reason that people are scared to charge what they are worth is because they feel like nobody will pay their price. Nobody. You feel like nobody. We're gonna put that at the top of the whiteboard, right? If I charge $500, who gonna pay my price? And excuse my sloppy handwriting. I'm writing on a tablet, on a virtual whiteboard, right? But who? Let me raise my hand first, okay? Because I want to start. Okay, Ari, I see you raise your hand. Let me raise my hand first. I want to start it off, okay? When I first started charging $2,100 per session, I was shook on my boots because I came to my mentor and I said, you know what? I want to charge 300, 500, 750, and I want to do 20 shoots. You know what she did? And I got the audio recording, bro. I recorded the whole audio on my phone of this day in December. She said, nope, you only can shoot 7 clients a month and you have to make $2,100 per client. Lie to you not. I got the whole Excel sheet and everything. And what was the first thing that y'all think I thought about? Who is going to pay my price? Who's going to pay this price? It don't make sense. Who's going to pay me $2,100? We could say, you know, some of y'all may believe the photography is saturated. Some of y'all may believe that nobody's going to pay your price. Some of y'all may believe that the economy is messed up. But if you continue to allow your circumstances to dictate your actions will never be able to generate you the results that you want. It's just not going to make sense, right? We all go through stuff in life. Buff, you got something going on in your life. G, I saw you said something. You probably got something going on in your life. Or you got something. Carlo, you got something going on. Dre on YouTube, you got something going on. We all got stuff going on. That's the part of being human. But are you going to push through and be disciplined, or are you going to sit back and complain? And majority of the people on this live is men, and we have no choice. We cannot complain. It's just not possible, right? Everybody right now is, oh, this juicy, right? Think about this. Everybody on this call, we all got somewhere we want to be. We all in a position right now that we are not favorable of, and we want to get to somewhere we want to be, right? You probably want to be able to take that vacation. You probably want to be able to cover a tab. You probably want to be able to take your moms out to dinner, take your dad out to dinner, pay for the tab for your kids, take your homeboys out, buy a booth at the club, you know, and it's no hesitation, right? But I'm here to help you on day one that you cannot get there doing the same thing you did, right? You can't, over the next 5 days, it's going to feel like a rush. It's going to be like, bro, I can do this. And you can do this, right? But when we get to the end of the challenge and we on day 5 and I tell you, okay, it's time for you to go out there and do it. Don't think about going back to how you used to be when you got a new place to get you where you want to go. That's all I want y'all to do, right? That's all I want y'all to do. Remember your end goal, and your end goal is going to determine your actions and your thought. All I ask for is 1 hour a day, right? So let's go back. Let's go back, right? Nobody will pay your price, but I want to introduce today's meat. And if you got a pencil, you got a pen, if you on live, if you driving, type this down. Tell your homegirl, type it down for you, right? We're going to talk about the law of opposites. Let me put this in green because this is a pricing challenge. Let me put this in green. And if you can, if you're on Instagram Live, if you're on YouTube Live, type this out for me, to help somebody else that's coming in. Type it out. We're going to talk about the law of opposites, right? We're going to talk about the law of opposites. If you're ready on Zoom, let me know. Give me a camera, give me a fire. If you ready on live, give me something. I know everybody moving around. I know we getting started. We about to get into the meat and the bones of the chat. Okay, Buff, I see you ready. We about to get it started. We on here. Ari, I know you still on here. G, I know you still on here, but we about to get it started right here, right? Let's talk about the law of opposites, right? So, Carlo, I got you. I see you. Let's rock with my favorite color, y'all. Let's get juicy, right? So write this down. The law of opposites states that in order for a thing, this is so juicy. In order for a thing to be something, right? Let's make this happen. In order for a thing to be something, it must. Somebody underline must. Underline must on your paper. That's probably the pivotal word right there. It must have a opposite. In order for a thing to be something, it must have an opposite. Let's break this down, right? Somebody gonna feel this right here, and this is gonna change somebody's mind today. Not only with pricing, but with everything in life. Y'all know up, right? Up. What's the opposite of up? It's down. Y'all know left, right? What's the opposite of left? It's right. Now let's make this make sense for us. Y'all know it's somebody that won't pay your price, but it's somebody that will. Y'all know it's somebody that will pay your price, but it's somebody that won't. So if the number one reason why I don't charge what I charge is because I think nobody will pay my price, if you change your perspective and you understand somebody won't pay my price, but it's going to be somebody that will, it's going to explode your mind and create action. And like right now, I feel it because this is what I live off of. I literally hop on Zoom week by week with clients, maternity clients, day by day. And I get no after no after no after no after no. But when I finally get that yes, it tells me this. It's somebody that'll pay your price, right? So if we have that perspective, right? You say you feeling me, you with me, I got you. If we have that perspective that in order for something to be something, it has to have an opposite. It must have an opposite. That's the key word, right? So think about it, right? Everybody just visualize the number you have in your head that you want to get paid for. It may be 500. It may be 250, right? It may be $1,000, right? If y'all transparent enough, if y'all with me, y'all feel me, y'all transparent, y'all not on here being scary in the live on the YouTube, on the Zoom, let me know right now. Right now, what is the number? If somebody paid you, it would make you smile. It could change your whole perspective in life, right? And y'all know I'm gonna be transparent with y'all, right? I'm gonna start it off. If I get a client, right? If I get a client that invests, this is my dream number. $5,000. One client, $5,000. Right? That's what I want. My number may not be your number. Everybody has their number, right? And if you got your piece of paper, if you taking notes, if you got your paper, I want you to do this on a regular line of paper. Right? I want you to do this. And y'all may be like, man, Jed, this is so simple. I knew this already. I know, but the problem is we know a lot of things, but we don't do it. So I need to be the person that's here that's helping you do it. If you do this right here, let's say you take a blank spot on your page. Let's say this is the line. And let's say you write on there a smiley face, right? And we're going to put equals. And I want you to put that number. What is that big number for you on your sheet of paper? Because if you write it down and you see it, it puts something in your mind to make you believe. You follow me on Instagram and you watch my coaching page, I've talked about how when you take action, the first action is just starting. And a lot of y'all right now, it's not going to start. I gave you instruction to put a smiley face and an equal sign in your dream number. Because over these next 5 days, I'm going to walk you through how to get to your dream number. But in the beginning, I don't need you to be scared. You can't be scared in the beginning. So I need y'all to dream. What is your dream number? Everybody on Zoom, on live, in this chat. If you're on Instagram, give me your dream number. I got 1,000. I see you. I got 500. I got $250. Everybody's dream number is going to be different. So what I want you to know is that your dream number is different from Buff dream number, is different to Carlo. Carlo dream number is different from G. Jasmine's dream number, Jasmine Nicole dream number is different from mine. But this is the number that's going to make us happy. So we got that in mind, right? And if you're really feeling saucy, I would want you to put this out because we got to start thinking, right? We got to start thinking about how we want to feel, right? And one of my mentors taught me this right here, right? Instead of setting goals, let me just, can I do a small promo real quick? We are planning it's called Plan Your Future. It's a business planning workshop for portrait photographers. It's going to happen every quarter. It's June 24th, right? It's June 24th. It's not $100. It's not $500. It's only $27, and it's going to be in person, right? You get 3 hours of business plan. We're going to create you a business plan. I've hired and partnered with a strategic communications major. She also has her own planner company, and she focuses on goal planning for people like us. So I just had to put that out there because this is a part of the lesson. If you're like, man, look, I really want to take my photography business serious. I really want to own my time. I need to help creating a plan, and I'm willing to give you 3 hours and only pay $27, right? I got you, right? Cool. Let me just give you our meat of this lesson. What we're going to talk about then is what we need to think about right now. I don't set goals no more based on like what I want to have. I'm not saying like, I want to book 10 clients. I don't say that no more, right? I don't keep that as my forefront in my mind. Let me be specific, right? Because I don't want nobody to take this wrong. I think about how would I feel if 3 months from now I book 10 clients at $5,000 and it make me catch goosebumps, right? Because your feeling is going to create action. We only do stuff because we feel like it. Y'all only hopped on this call this morning, this early, because you felt like it. Your clients only going to pay you money because they feel like you going to solve their problem, right? So if you set goals based on the overall feeling, like my man's Buff, if in 3 months you come to the business planning workshop, let's say you do decide to come, we create your business plan. You go out there in 3 months from that thing, you've booked 10 clients at $1,000 and you made $10,000 in 3 months. You ain't never made that before. How would you feel? If it was me and I got 10 at 5,000, I'm going to feel great. What are you going to do? You're going to take a trip. You're going to buy your shoes. What is the feeling you're going to have? And that's what I want y'all to think about today. After you complete this challenge and we go through your prices, we help you find who's going to pay your price. We help you identify your numbers, create your packages, right? Your price list, the strategies to go out there and do it, right? And once somebody pay that price that you never thought would pay, how are you going to feel? And somebody said, I'll be dancing all the way to the bank. That's a funny one, but that's real. That's your feeling. You can go to Ocean Prime. You can go to the rich side of Somerset. If you're from Detroit, y'all know Somerset got 2 sides. It's the rich side and it's the regular side. You can go over there and buy something from the rich side, not just for yourself, but for somebody else as well. How are you going to feel? So as we going through this, and I can't give y'all all the meat if you don't come to the workshop. I can't do too much right now. But as you think about this, think about the feeling, not the result. Think about the feeling you will get if somebody pays you $1,000, 10 blue strips in your hand after you serve them. Think about that feeling. So in order for something, let's come back. In order for something to be a thing, in order for a thing to be something, it must have an opposite, right? I hope y'all wrote that down. Hope y'all paying attention. I hope we hear. Like, I really do hope we hear, because this is so important, because as we're going through this and we get you to that $1,000 mark, you think about your values, right? It's going to be very important that you pay attention and you implement what we are saying in this challenge. So we got 2 categories Most of y'all are gonna fall into the first category, but let me give you the second one first. We got two types of people. We got person one. Let's go shooter one. Let's go photo one. This the first photographer. This the second photographer. Right. The second photographer charges based on value. And if you fall into number two, you let me know. You second photographer charges based on value. They focus on quality and not quantity. The second photographer also focus on premium pricing, premium prices, and also they fell in love with nose. Right? But this is photographer two. This is photographer number one. Let's change the color. You charge based on hour, right? Oh, let's sum this up because I don't want to confuse nobody. You charge based on time. You focus on getting as many people as you can to shoot. You want to be affordable. Oh, we're gonna unpack that. Affordable. And you can't stand nose. Now, if you on here and if you on here, technical difficulties. Hold on. If you on here, man, and you like, look, Jet, I fall into photo two, but I feel like I'm really photo one, or if I fall into photo one, but I think I do photo two, I can let you know that if you have to question which one you in, then you're gonna be in the one that's photo one. And this is why. If you know you are in photo two, you know you value your time, you know you care about quality, you know you charge a premium price, and you know you love nose, right? Because you do consultations, because your prices say that you charge a premium, because you know you focus on shooting under 10 sessions a month, and you know that how to value price value, right? You know how to do these things. So you're going to fall into these categories. Everybody on this call is going to fall into one of these two categories. And I want to let you know that I was one of these people that literally fell into those categories. I fell into the time, quantity, and not pricing based on value category, because when I first got in the game, I was focusing on shooting as many people as possible, right? Shooting as many people as possible in a whole day. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to fill my days up with studio sessions. But you know what happened to me is I didn't have time to spend with my family. I didn't have time to hang out with my ex at the time. I didn't have time to become a better man, focus on personal development. I didn't have time. So that's the cost of wanting to be booked and busy, right? I don't want to be booked and busy, right? I want to be booked and free. I want to have freedom. And this is why we teach the freedom model, right? We teach the freedom model. We have a freedom model challenge in the freedom model Facebook group. If you're interested, just let me know. You comment freedom, I'll get you in there. The whole point of the freedom model is for photographers who want to focus more on having free time than focus on being booked and busy. If you want to focus on having less shoots and making more money and serving more people versus being in the studio all day, you ain't got time for your kids. You ain't got time to take that trip you always wanted to take. You don't have time. You don't have time to not rush to it. I was rushing to events because I wanted to book at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Then I had to change at the studio. Then I had to go to the event, and I'm tired. I'm drawn out, putting stuff in my car. That's why we teach the freedom model, right? The freedom model. And we also have the freedom model retreat where we go deeper and we take you out of town, and I show you the IPS way that you're going to learn this week more in depth, right? So I need to get up out of this screen because this little line right here is stuck. So let me see how I can add a page. There we go. Now we here. First, we talked about the number one reason why people won't charge what they want to charge. All right. And then we talked about why somebody will, the law of opposites. And then we went on to figure out, let you identify which photographer you are. Now I want to introduce you to the business model we are going to work with this entire challenge, right? So this is how it works. Right now, all of you are shoot and burn photographers. I know that for certain because I did the research. I looked at your Instagrams. I saw what you do. And what shoot and burn is, all you're doing is taking photos and giving digital files. You are trading your time for your money, okay? And then a lot of you who want to follow the freedom model, y'all want to be in that freedom model, over this week, you're going to become an IPS photographer, right? And IPS stands for in-person sales, all right? Write that down. Shoot and burn is I take all the photos, I give them to the client in the online gallery. In-person sales is that I serve my client, I do a consultation, I get to figure out their biggest problems and frustrations, I charge a session fee, and then I make my client pay for a collection after the session, right? So this is how this works, right? And I'm gonna show you that you can do this, right? And a lot of people may say, "Oh, in-person sales. I don't know how to sell to a client. You telling me I can't give out my images no more? You telling me that I got to do this, I got to do that, and yada 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 yada." This is the pros and cons, right? I'm gonna be honest because I've done both, right? So we're gonna put SB, and then we're gonna put IPS. This is the pros and cons, right? Let's do the pros first. We're gonna put the pros in green. The pros of shoot and burn photography, right, is less work. It's less work. All I got to do is book a client, take their photos, send out their photos. I'm done. It's less work, right? Which means less client interaction. It's all about quality. It's like McDonald's. Think about it. McDonald's business model is great. It works for McDonald's, but it's all about quality. It's all about speed, right? It's all about this, right? Another pro, right? It's a higher upfront payment, right? I put out a package. I put out a $5 package. Somebody choose a $5 package. They pay for it. Higher upfront payment. I make money right there upfront, and upfront is very key. Another pro, which is the last one, because I'm not going to go too deep into this, right? Another pro of being shoot and burn, right? Along with it acquiring less work, along with it being a higher payment, another pro of being a shoot and burn photographer is you don't have to invest anything to start. Have to invest to start. You don't. It takes no money to start. You literally pick up your camera and start shooting. But this is the pros. This is the cons. Sorry, we're gonna put the cons in red. I'm gonna put the cons in red. The cons is that, here we go, red. You trade your time for money. Money controls you. You work 60 minutes, you work 8 hours a day, you make $200 a pop, you make $1,600 for the day. You gotta do it again, right? Another con is that you capped. What do I mean by capped? If you put out a $500 package out there, the only thing a person is expecting to pay is $500. If you put out a $1,000 package out there, the only thing somebody is expecting to pay is $1,000, right? You capped. Nobody's adding on. They're gonna pick the package that they feel like works for them. And they done. You capped. You can't go higher. You're not gonna go higher. You're capped at this price. And the one, right? You have a less order value, right? You don't serve your client. And I want to give everybody a quick gem right here. If you can, write this down. People don't come to you because they want a photo shoot. Okay. If you listen on Zoom, you listen on YouTube, this is gonna separate. If you understand this concept, this is gonna, and my mentor taught me this concept. People don't come to you because they want a photo shoot, right? The problem is not that they need a photo shoot. The problem is that they need images to post on Instagram for their birthday. The problem is that they need pictures to put in their home. So when guests come in, it makes the home feel welcoming. That's the problem. Now, the product or the solution that you offer to them is the photo shoot. So we get into marketing for shooters. That's another thing we do on the back end. But in marketing for shooters, we talk about that you need to market to the problem and not what you're trying to offer to people. So when I'm marketing to moms and they're pregnant, I'm not saying book a maternity photo shoot for $2,100. People are going to say no. I'm saying, what would you do if your child was not able to see the memories of them in your belly when it gets older? What do you do? How would you feel if your child can see that you took an act of appreciation and doing a photo shoot with them? That's how I'm marketing. If you're a birthday photographer, you're not coming on and say book a birthday shoot for $250 with no value benefits. We're gonna talk about value benefits in day 3. You coming on there, preserve your 21st birthday memories with us. You know, celebrate your birthday with us. These moments pass by. Right? If you feeling me, give me something, right? If you understand what I'm trying to say, if you understand the concept, because I don't want to go forward if y'all don't understand the concept that we teach in marketing for shooters. We're not marketing a temporary solution. 3 images, 1 outfit, 60 minutes. We're not marketing that when we put our stuff out there. We are marketing the problem. So if you feel me, if you get that lesson right there, if you understand that we are marketing the problem, thank you. Sleepy, you feel me. Thank you. You understand we marketing the problem and not the temporary. We call that the medicine in my mastermind group that I'm in, that I'm under. That's they call that the medicine. Medicine is temporary. We're not marketing the medicine, we're marketing the problem. All right. That's very, very, very important. So this is the benefits, the pros with IPS. It's no cap. It's no cap. You get a cap and shoot and burn, it's no cap. You can have a session fee that covers everything beforehand, and then a client comes and pays more for your product. Your service. You got to understand, we are artists. Okay. So with IPS, this IPS model allows you to really, really dive into your artistry, right? You can't just be out here just giving people a full gallery of images. No, every image costs. I charge $250 per image. My images are artwork. I want to get to $500 an image. I don't want to give out images. It does not serve my client. I want to give out wall art. I want to give out albums. We're going to get into that on crafting your offer in day 3. But there's no cap in IPS, right? Another pro for IPS is that it focuses on client experience, right? You're not focused on booking 40 clients a month. You focus on getting your good 7. You focus on getting a good 7, getting a good 10. All right. You're not focused on volume, right? So let me tell you, all right. Let's say you do IPS. You focus on getting 1 quality client a month that pays you $1,000 versus you focus on getting a shoot burn. You focus on getting 10 clients a month that pay you $100. And this is in marketing for shooters. If anybody want to join, you can let me know. You put marketing in, and I would put you in the marketing for shooters when we release that. But it's easier to give 1 person a good client experience than 10, right? You're going to give 10% to each client versus giving 100% to 1. So it's important that when you go through this model, and I expose y'all to this model that's literally allowed me to sit back. We literally booked a honeymoon to Cancun for 7 days using this business model with no hesitation. Photography paid for me to get my passport. Photography paid for me to book a honeymoon trip. That's over $6,500. 3 people only. 3 people pay for that trip, not 20, not 30, not 40. 3 people, y'all. Understand what I'm telling y'all. It's something that everybody want to pay for. It's a DTE bill. This business model helped me pay off my credit card. And y'all know how credit card gets with us as Black people. Majority of us in here are Black people. And that's not me to be racist, but I know my community struggles with credit. So this business model works for people. This business model solves problems. Let's get back on track. Client experience. And lastly, another one right here. You don't trade your time for money. You get more money. I spelled. Y'all don't cook me, y'all. I'm just trying to get this right. It's my first time using this whiteboard. You get more money. You make more money doing less time. All right, let me rewrite that back. Let me write that right. Let me write that. You get more money. The more people you serve, right? You do this money, right? And less time. It's a clock. But y'all know. You make more doing less time. And that's the whole business of life. We're not here to give 12 hours of our time for $16 an hour. No, we are here to find ways to make more money and serve more people doing less amount of work so we can do the things we want to do, our hobbies, traveling, etc. We here. We want to do that. So when I open y'all up to this business model, right? When I open y'all up to this business model and we get to it and we make this happen, right? I want you to understand that a lot of y'all, and if you want to be shooting burn, you will let me know. But if you want to actually move forward with this business model, right? If you want to have your time back, if you want to be able to make more and shoot less, give me a comment on Instagram, give me one on Zoom. If I see y'all on YouTube, throw me one on YouTube. If you care more about your time than your money, right? And let me tell you another lie. This is very important. Day one is so important for the mindset, right? A lot of people will say time is money. And I met my mentor, and he told me this secret right here. He said, time, the lie that people say is time is greater than money. Time is money. That is a lie. Let me tell you how this is a lie. If I offered you $1 million, right? Oh, this is so powerful. It changed my perspective, y'all. This is serious. If I offered you $1 million right now, right? But it was one catch. You had to end your life in 1 hour. Would you take the $1 million? Let's be honest. No, you understand your life, your time is more valuable than money. So this is why we need to eliminate that time is money. Time is equally with money, right? Because we need to shoot less and make more so we can do the things we love. But time is not money. Because if I gave you $1 million to end your life in an hour, you're going to tell me no. Because you don't have no time to enjoy the $1 million. So why in photography, right? We don't think like that. Why don't we think, oh, I can't. I got a family. I got 3 kids, 2 kids, a newborn, or I like to travel. I love my wife. I love my spouse. I love doing my hobbies. I need time. The whole point of this model, the whole point of this week, it's about pricing yourself, but it's also to help you free up your time. And this is also why, literally, after this, if you say, hey, man, I want to move forward, I want to learn this freedom model for real, you go to the freedom model. And if you like the freedom model, you come to the freedom model retreat. Our first freedom model retreat is going to be in LA. So you come to the freedom model retreat, you get the freedom model retreat, you learn this freedom model, you go to the photography studios, and you meet the people that's doing this freedom model. And you get in the room. Because everybody want their time back. Y'all don't want to be in the studio 8 hours a day, back to back to back. Y'all rather do one shoot, get one quality client that's gonna pay you $1,000, or that's gonna pay your rent, pay your bills for the whole entire month. What if you got 2 clients, bro? 2 clients that paid your bills for the whole month. All you gotta do is focus on getting 2 clients a month. That's easy, bro. That's perfect. That's what you want to do. All right. So this is what we're gonna focus on. Right? We're gonna focus on time. Right? That is the whole purpose of this week, to focus on time. We want to shoot less. Let me draw a camera. Shoot less so we can make more. That's the whole purpose of this week. You don't get nothing else. If you don't have no action, if you ain't take no notes, if you feel like you ain't pay attention, if you just coming in, you just left out, you came back. The whole goal for this week is to help you price yourself right so you can have more time to spend it with the people that you love and do the things that you love. That's the most important thing. And if you got kids and you in the studio doing $50 shoots for 8 hours, it's not gonna work. You're gonna miss your daughter's first steps. You're gonna miss your kids crying. You're gonna miss those moments. You ain't gonna be able to travel. You ain't gonna be able to take your homies out to eat. That's the most important thing. So as we come to a close, y'all know we got homework, of course. It's so easy. It's so easy. Right? If you're on live, you're on YouTube, it's so easy, right? All of our homework, how this goes is that we come in, we on here every day. I'm starting at 11:03. I'm gonna get everybody 3 minutes every time. I'm locking on time. I'm gonna stick to my word, 11:03. Every time we're gonna get started. Today was just the intro ticket, right? Today was just the intro ticket. A lot of people engaged, a lot of people was here. Every day after, you're going to get homework. All of these replays are going to be on YouTube every single day in a private link. If you in this challenge, you're going to have a private link. On Saturday, these YouTube videos are going to go away. They're going to go away, right? If you don't take action by Saturday, it's over. Your homework is literally going to be due by the next session. So the homework for today is going to be due by tomorrow, this next session. Engagement is key. Writing stuff down is key. I know we grown, but we still got places that we want to be. So today's homework is pretty simple. It's only 3 things, right? Earlier, we talked about your values. Talked about the values that you want to have, right? Number 1, when someone pays your new price, what's one way you can celebrate? Easy. That's number 1. Let's start thinking about it because it's about to happen. I'm not sitting here on this call for no reason. It's about to happen. So let's plan it. Let's make it happen right now. When someone pays your price, what are 3 ways you can celebrate? That's number 1. Y'all all know that. I'm gonna go buy me a pair of shoes. I make $1,000. I'm gonna go buy my daughter that new crib that she wanted. I'm gonna go pay the deposit for my trip. I'm gonna pay off my credit card halfway. What are 3 things, 3 ways you can celebrate? 3 ways you can celebrate when someone pays your price. That's number 1. Number 2, which really should be number 1. What are your 5 values that are going to determine your deep why? What is your deep why? All right. So let's make that number 1, y'all. Because that's important, because if I don't know my deep why, it's kind of like, what is your deep why? 5 bullet points. I want to provide for my family could be 1. I want to be able to take trips. I want to be able to put the down payment down on my house. I want to be able to buy a house, build a house. What is your deep why? Number 1, what is your deep why? 5 bullet points. Number 2, when someone pays your price, 3 ways you can celebrate. And number 3, and this is going to be a heart check for everybody. This is going to be a heart check for everybody, right? What is the number 1 thing that's going to hold you back from taking action? Everybody know. Everybody know. It could be, you might feel this way, you might be scared, fear, but don't just give me fear. Give me, I'm scared that I won't be able to provide for my family. Be 100 with yourself. This is not for me. This homework for you. I didn't type this down in my notes for me. I did it too, but this for you. If I don't take action, these are the consequences. What is the reason I won't take action? And if I don't take action, what are the consequences? And for my males, that might be a better way to phrase that question for you. I know I put it in there on my notes this way, but the better way is, if I don't take action after these 5 days, what are the consequences of not taking action? I get put out of my house. I can't take that trip to Miami. I can't build my house from the ground up. What are the consequences? So, number 1, what is your deep why? What are the reasons you're doing this? It should come from your heart. I didn't ask you, what do you want to do? I asked you, what's your deep why? You got kids, you want to prepare for your kids, you want to put your kids in a better school system, you want to buy quality meat. What is your deep why? Number 2, when somebody pays your price, how are we going to celebrate? How can I meet up with you and celebrate? We going out to eat? You buying a pair of shoes? You hitting Somerset? What are you doing? How are you celebrate? 3 things you're gonna do to celebrate. And then lastly, the last one. What are the consequences of not showing up for yourself? That's a heart checker right there. Heart checker. So tomorrow we getting straight to it. 11:03. We here. I'm super excited to see y'all. Do me a favor, right? We got people on Zoom. We got people on live. We got people on YouTube. Do me a favor. Y'all really can help me out. This can be y'all payment to me. If y'all can take a picture of y'all notes, send it to me with like a nice message I can use, like a testimonial, how you felt about day one, what you was thinking about, what was the best thing you got from day one. Just send me something that's proof so we can get more people in here. So we can get more people. Help me get more people in here that needs this information, right? It's so many photographers out there that needs information. So if you don't mind, you can do that for me. Just let me know. You can drop on Zoom. You know, hold yourself accountable. Give me a. I see somebody harding it on a live. Like, I got you. I see someone on YouTube. They say they got you, bro. I got you for sure. For sure. I appreciate y'all so much. If you can help me out, it's a free payment, man. You can do it literally after you get done. After we end this call, just take a picture of your notes. Write me a nice note like, bro, day one was powerful. I really like blank. Send that to me. I never thought about blank, right? That's how y'all can pay me today. Homework is due tomorrow. I need those pictures of the homework tomorrow. You can turn it in to me on Instagram. You can send it to me in our group chat if you're in our private community on iMessage. Remember, if you want to get in this challenge, shoot me a DM. I will put you in the challenge. If you got iPhone, I'll put you in the iMessage chat. If you don't, I'm going to still keep you connected. If you're on YouTube, you want to get in the challenge, let me know. Also, too, if you're interested in creating a business plan for quarter three starts in July, halfway through the year, and a lot of y'all have not hit y'all goals. If you ready to create a business plan for quarter three and you want me to help you walk you through it in person, let me know. Just shoot me Plan Your Future. It's called the Plan Your Future Business Planning Workshop for Photographers. It's 3 hours of your day to give you 3 months worth of goals, commitments, action plans. It's only $27. I can send you the link right now. I haven't started promoting it yet. If you're ready to take action on that, get in the room with other photographers. It's going to be over 50 photographers in there. That network, get in the room. Get in the room. Get in the room. All right. Get in the room. If you're really serious, don't have me waste links for no reason, y'all. I could be sending this private invite to somebody else. But if you're really serious, get in the room. It's going to be over 50 photographers there. It's going to be very impactful. Get in the room. I'm out. Thank y'all. Let's pray out. Lord, we thank you for this time. We thank you for everybody that came today. We thank you for allowing us to have the photographers who are willing to take action, right? We know how hard it is to be disciplined, to take action, to renew our minds because of all the insecurities that other people have put on us that we have adopted. So allow us to have a mindset of you, allow us to move like you so we can benefit and grow your kingdom and serve more people in our respective photography niches. I appreciate you and I love you and I thank you for this group. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, y'all. It's time to go take action. Remember, send me those notes, please. Send me those notes with a nice message so I can use that as testimonials. Today, I get more people in here tomorrow. Really help me out. Y'all can help me out. My first challenge. I'm not perfect. I'm getting used to doing this. And also, if you want that link to the business planning workshop on June 24th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., let me know. I saw some people say they want it, so I'm sending to y'all. Let me know, and I'm going to get y'all in there, and we're going to make it happen. Coach Jet out. Peace, everybody.